I recreated and built the Castletown from Chapter 2 of the well-known RPG and Undertale follow-up Deltarune in Hypixel Skyblock. Castletown is sort of one of the central locations in Deltarune, which is why I decided to build it, because I wanted to build something out of Deltarune, and it's sort of a hope it'll come back to at the beginning and end of each chapter, so I figured it would be an appropriate thing to build, because it's like very central to the game, and also it's one of my personal favorite locations in the game. This will be a 3-part series where I show my own recreation of Castletown as I built it on my alternate profile on Skyblock, and show it to you all. This is a huge project. This is why I haven't been uploading at all for like a while. I've broken my upload schedule for this. So if you really want to see the second and third parts come out even faster, then please make sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe if you already haven't. And without further ado, let's get into the showcase. And yes, the only reason I haven't been uploading this past month is because I was working on this video. No other reason whatsoever. Alright, so here we are at the beginning of our recreation of Castletown in Hypixel Skyblock. Now this is, I mentioned in the intro, this is one of my favorite locations in Deltarune. I love the atmosphere, the music, I just love everything about it, so I wanted to recreate it here, and that's what I did. So I'm going to be going over it room by room, kind of. Not everything super accurate, I'd add some Skyblock things, you know, usually into some things. But I did the best I could, and I did this on my second profile, my co-op profile, because no one plays on this profile. So I just kind of did whatever on this profile. I kind of wanted to do something with it, so I did this. Alright, so let's get started with the first room. I'll be showing kind of like side-by-side comparisons. I'll put a little picture of the room that we're currently in, like in-game, in the top right corner. You'll see, like right now, it's showed up there. So this is the starting room here. This is where Chris and Susie first fall down into the dark world. I kind of it's kind of like, it's just like a circle of like white in the middle. I kind of envisioned it as like light shining down, so that's why I added all this glass here. It's supposed to look like light shining down onto the dark here. So this is that starting room. Not much here. There is, however, a Noteblock music here, which I will come back to later at the end of the video because it's quite long. Or it's not quite long, it's like 2 minutes, but I'll put it at the end of the video. And so yeah, that's the start for this room. Kind of have the YouTube NPC here just because, and a few signs. And now we'll move on to the main area. This is where most of my time went into. Now this is the main kind of like the plaza area, I guess you could say. So the version I created for this is the version at the beginning of Chapter 2. So this is when you first come into the Dark World in Chapter 2 of Deltarune, and you bring everyone from Chapter 1 with you, and everything pops up here, so we got all the NPCs and everything. And yeah, so let's just go over everything. So first of all, we got the castle wall on the outside. It's got the blue and the classic cyan and black there. For torches, I kind of just had a sea lantern and a dark oak fence, because that's the best I could do with 1.8 blocks. If this was 1.16, I'd have so much more options. Like I could use blackstone, I could use soul torches and stuff. But we're in a 1.8, so we use what we have. And so yeah, so we got the main castle walls around. We got the 6 houses along the side and the back, kind of. I did my best to recreate kind of the slanted house look that they give off in game. It didn't come out across super well. I tried kind of to make the slanted house type thing, but I think it didn't turn out too bad. I think it could have been better. I might try to rework it in the future. We've got those 6 around those sides. Got just the bushes all around, and then we have the 4 buildings here, which have no interiors currently, but maybe in the future I might add interiors through teleport pads. Depends on what happens with the rest of the build in the future, the future 2 parts. So let's start with the party dojo here. So it just kind of got, you can't really see it at all. It's so dark, but it's in pink text. See party dojo. So this is where you will do like your challenges and your training in the beginning of the chapter 1, or sorry, chapter 2. Beginning of chapter 2 or the end of chapter 2 when you're in Castletown. This is where I forgot what they are. It's like Jigsaw Joe and stuff are in there, and then a bunch of people are in there, like the 3-headed cat thing. I forgot its name. And here we have Seam's shop, which is, I'll admit, it's a little under-detailed. I might have rushed this on a little bit, I think. But this is where Seam's shop gets set up in Chapter 2 after the first chapter's Dark World is closed. So I might do I don't think I'll do the interior of that. I might add a Seam NPC in there sometime. Maybe. I'm not sure. And here is the bakery where you can repair your item stuff. The bakery top. And I actually like how this one turned out. Kind of looks like, it's kind of asymmetrical with the hat and stuff, but I don't think it's too bad overall. I think it's decent. I like how the face turned out and the mustache and everything. And we got the NPCs all around. I don't know why Rules card looks like Steve, but I have them set. Let's see here if I can. Let's see if I can reset the skin. That's what it usually looks like. There we go. That's the closest thing I can get to Rules card. Anyways, if you come here and click on any of the NPCs, they have their game accurate dialogue, line for line. There might be a couple typos in there. I'm not sure for sure, but I did the best I could with recreating all the dialogues. Like even Hathy over here is the same dialogue as the in-game counterpart. Anyways, I'm kind of getting off track. Let's go to the final shop here, which I'll admit this one does not look great. I need to rework this one. This is like the cafe or whatever it is. It's hard to make slanted stuff in Minecraft, especially on this small of a scale. So I kind of rushed through this a little. I probably will rework it at some point in time. Anyways, let's backtrack for a second and go down these two halls here. So let's go here first to the mountain from the... It's just called that's like the question mark area from the first chapter, like the landslide down. It's just the area is just called a bunch of question marks. That's literally the name of it. I don't have the hacker here because he appears in the end of chapter 2, and this is beginning of chapter 2 recreation. It would have been funny though if I'd done the end of chapter 2 because he does have a Minecraft reference, which would have been kind of meta, I guess. I don't know if I'm using meta right. Meta is like fourth wall breaking type thing, or just like, I don't know what I'm saying, man. Let's not dwell on it. Anyways, we got the mountain here. And next over here we have this area over here where the dummy usually is. I don't have and I just lagged back immensely. I don't really have much in here right now. This is where my AFK pool sits and where my AFK stuff is. I don't have the dummy right now. I do need to get a dummy eventually to put here. Because they actually have dummies in Skyblock, so I'm gonna throw one right over here. It's the Ralsei dummy, I think, is there? I think it's that one there. And yeah, that is one block inwards. There, I would have it outwards, just kind of show it because it looks kind of weird, but I'm at the build limit, so can't really do a whole lot about that. And the last room for this part 1 of Castletown is this little area here. I'm not sure what it's called. It's just like where the save point is and stuff. We got the pathetic excuse of a manual here, or whatever it is, and we got the save point here. I actually really like how these houses turned out, like the 2D houses all around here. They didn't turn out the greatest, but they're not terrible either. And I managed to get some stars in the sky and stuff. I kind of like that. I might add some stars on top. I'm not sure, though. I feel like it might look better if I add stars on top. And here would be the stairs up to the castle. And you can see here, we got Ralsei's castle coming soon. That will be part 2 of this. It'll be a smaller part. I think the next 2 parts will be smaller. This is the biggest part. Part 2 will definitely be the smallest, and then part 3 will be the school, which will be a little bit more difficult, or a little bigger. We'll see how that goes. Right now, I am working on the castle right now. I'm building it, and then I'll have a teleport here that goes straight to the castle, and then eventually, what will happen is, you said there's a teleport at spawn over here, and that teleport will go to the school. So what'll happen is, my final plan for this is, for when a player arrives, they spawn in the school in front of the closet. They can walk in the closet and teleport down here to the Dark World and go back and forth whenever they want, and they can also go to Ralsei's castle. So that's my final plan for this. And before I leave you though, I would like to show you the My Castletown Noteblock cover that I made. This is my favorite part of this whole build, me completely honest with you. It was so much fun to build. And it took a painful amount of time at looking at, like, meaty videos for piano stuff. The one time I'm glad I know some music theory, because it really helped with the timings and stuff to be able to get it on point. Anyways, I'm going to not talk, and I'm going to kind of go along the bottom of it and show you all the note blocks, and I'll play the song for you.